Hello, welcome to Quiet Like the Forest by Regina, formerly Queen's Tarot. This excerpt is from the February 25 live. At the end of this live, I did a reading on a dream that Linda G had posted on February 23rd called Dream About the Destruction of the Whitehouse. I was doing my Tarotscopes in the moment, so naturally I grabbed my astrology cards, and the details that were gleaned were just incredible. The Tarotscopes that I'm using to compare with her dream are from the third quarter moon on February 20th. The most important thing about these Tarotscopes since February 20th was Macron's visit last week to the White House. It opened an entirely new angle given the timing of the week. Donald had just blamed Ukraine for starting the war. He demanded that Zelensky sign a $500 billion with the United States with their minerals and nothing in return. And the kicker was that the USA was humiliated on the world stage at the UN when they took a vote regarding the Russian invasion into Ukraine on the 3-year anniversary, and the United States declined to recognize it. And therefore, she was clearly on the side of Russia, North Korea, Iran, Israel, and other dictatorial type of countries. Macron, in my eyes, he had a plan that he was there to visit Trump, yes, but he kind of had like this superficial plan, the meat of his plan, and then the plan of what the alliance was going to do, because they truly see America under attack, requiring Article 5 intervention. And so this reading, what it does is combines Linda G's dream that she had, and then I make the corresponding associations through the Tarotscope. I hope you enjoy it. It is heavily edited because it is so complex, and I just want to make sure you get it. Okay, enjoy. So she says she has this dream, and right away I get the solar card reverse. Now remember, that's related to POTUS 46, in what he left behind. That keeps us safe. So she has this dream. She says she walks into the White House. She had 2 people on either side of her. She said she didn't feel frightened or scared or anything, but she just saw what was going on. She said the White House was destroyed. There was furniture that was broken up. There was furniture that had been set on fire. She said that what happened to the White House was worse than anything that could have happened on J6. Then she was talking about how there were pictures that had been disseminated about Don Julio. He was not deceased, but he was gone. She said he escaped. I think Alonia escaped, but his minions, they were pew, 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 assassinated. And she said that everything was torn up. She said she felt like the military was definitely taking the country back. I feel that so strongly. I think she said that the Social Security might be the tipping point of kind of like what triggered all this stuff. And then she said, when she was walking around, her feet were sticking to the floor. No, she had no fear in her dream. And then we had to have a temporary governor president installed. This first part, she has a dream. So that solar card was related to POTUS. It was also related to how he's keeping us safe. It was related to angry Americans and Macron's focus on Alonia. And it was related to the transnational investigation to PUTS. And it was related to arrests, network of people in arrest. That sounds really bad. Oh my God. I mean, what a mess. Show me Donald. Show me Donald. With all that, he's been under investigation, the hermit. He's like, what went wrong? How did they get all this? Donald is challenged. Oh, this is the Koopy Koop. This is like he and Putz. This is why he thought he could make that decision with the United Nations and then blame Ukraine for what's happening. So that's Don Julio. She walks into the White House and she's got 2 men next to her. So this 11th house reversed. This card shows up as the networks that put Don Julio into office. This is reversed. I have for this Macron. That was the devilish smile on his face, because he knows what he's doing is leading to this network being overturned. I got this for me, quiet like the forest, because I like to check to see what I'm aligned with. This is Donald's cabinet. The cabinet is in trouble. Oh, this also has to do with European defense systems, taking down this network. Musk, reverse, taken down, and how he's affecting everyone around the globe. And then Ramstein, our base in Germany. What happened, Donald? What happened? The Queen of Swords, another nation took over. He's in trouble. These are courts. And then she said, it was destroyed. Well, that's the sun card. That's Donald, because he's not the sun. That came up with angry Americans, arrests on the horizon, Starlink and elections. It came up with European defenses, and we are no longer their ally, which gave the green light to pursue all this stuff. Quiet like the forest. And then putts. NATO, show me the arrests. Who gets arrests? Show me the arrests related to this. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, that's Elon. Alonia, angry Americans. The King of Swords. They've got their pitchforks and swords. They are pissed off. They're looking at the courts. They want someone to do something. They are so angry. What did Starlink do with elections? Oh my gosh, that 10 of Pentacles reversed. Remember? That's what Kamala had. There goes my throat. What was feeding, like how she's feeling and what's progressing. This is reversed. That has something to do with the election, you guys, and Kamala. So then she says, there's garbage on the floors. It is just, there's crap on the walls. That card, look at this. That card was the Jupiter Abundance card. He's so pissed because that's like all the data that gets pinged and sent elsewhere. Don Julio, what are you so pissed about with this that you'd throw ketchup again? They figured out his conspiracy, the Three of Cups, and how that data was worked around. Holy crap. And then there's another room that has furniture that was set on fire. This is the 10th. This is what's in the skies above him. This is what's humiliating him. He is humiliated. He is angry because of his betrayal. Why are you so angry, Donald? What's in the skies above you that you're like, fudge them? The Ace of Pentacles, the votes. Where this all started, the Ace of Pentacles, where it started with money, where it started, how it all got started. He's so humiliated that people are finding that out. He wants to hide. The Eight of Swords, he is trapped. He's so mad that he is trapped. And then it was worse than January 6th. There wasn't a lot there. Then we have, there's pictures of him being disseminated. He's not deceived, but he's gone. Now we had the Scorpio card for that. That's a big change. That's a big ending. And who had that as well? This was related to Macron's meeting. It was related to volume 2. What? I got to get out of here. It's related to, oh my gosh, putts, according to Macron, putts, according to DC, and NATO. There's a lot behind that. And then she said, but he escaped. And that card, 7th house reversed. That was the 7th house reversed. He escaped. How did he escape? How did he escape? This is Ramstein knowing this is a coup. This is European defense. This is Don Julio. This is a transnational investigation. The world realizing USA is no longer an ally. And this is POTUS 46 working with allies and intelligence keeping us safe. Where did he go to?
He went, he's like, oh, shit, man. I can't believe there goes my throat. He wants to blame everyone. It's the ego injury. There's the Page of Wands. All the people working around him. The Six of Wands. The middle people who, I just got this as the cabinet, like people turning on him. The Nine of Swords. I was almost there. We almost had it. But I'm going to leave because at the bottom of this is the Temperance card. I escape because I got this information. I'm putting it all together because of the law. He knows he has to escape. He will not survive here. What's crowning him? We have the Queen of Wands. That is another nation. He's taken off to, I don't know, I think this is more like the Middle East, not necessarily, he doesn't want to go to Russia. In the past, he's like the Knight of Cups. He got an offer, you can go, but he also gave a lot of stuff away. And then he's leaving because of his conspiracy. It's been outed. That's why he doesn't have a snowball's chance to stay here in the U.S. And he's like, I'm out of here. And then she said, Elonia escapes, and then his minions get assassinated. The Saturn return. We have, based on whatever Macron was visiting with him about 46 keeping us safe. Arrests were happening, and angry USA people. So Saturn returns. Elonia escapes. He escapes. And then his dudes are SOL. The Nine of Swords. Things are getting tight. They're getting nervous. He has escaped for his safety. The Nine of Pentacles. These are the dudes getting... Oh, there you go. Assassinated. The Three of Cups. There's the conspiracy. And now we have the Four of Cups. They were recruited. Get this, look at that cup in the sky. That's help abroad. There goes my throat. The Five of Swords. The mess that they made. Just destroying so much infrastructure. Wow. Okay. Then she said everything was torn up. The military takes back the country. That is Libra. This was the signifier for Biden. How is Biden working with the military? The Six of Swords. So whatever was getting transmitted for Don Julio to win, because he knows that this is the law, the balance of the votes, working with the military. They say no. Because he was working with the military, the Three of Cups and the agreement. There's agreement to go do it. And if that is those guys getting assassinated, oh my God. Social Security is the tipping point. I'm just going to read these off. It has the sign of Gemini, which usually that for me is like Trump putts, Trump Felonia. And this is related to the election being negated, being entrapped, his cabinet, Putz, Ramstein, Macron targeting Elonia. And then people are like, no. That comes up with Volume 2 and European Defense. And then her feet were sticky. I thought that was very interesting because I got the card of provocation. But earlier I was saying this is the card that like sticks to the part of fortune because they're communicating. And she could feel it under her feet. So that has to do with what negates Don Julio, the transnational investigation, Elonia launching Starlink last week, and European defenses. She had no fear because Musk was done, Ramstein was involved. I got this one. POTUS is keeping us safe. This negates Don Julio. Ramstein knows it's a coup. The German election and volume 2. But here, the signifier is this sign. And that's all the data that Elonia is taking and spreading around the world. We have a temporary government because of the second house, our substance of who we are. And that's because there's been arrests. USA is no longer an ally. Musk, because of what Don Holio did, and the work that 46 and PBO are doing. So that's that. Isn't that amazing?